Here in my home state of Georgia, I am in a bow-only county here in Georgia. It is right before Christmas, but I had a couple days free, so I figured why not come and try to shoot a whitetail. I haven't killed anything since September. This is a little different hunting than I'm used to doing, but I'm still gonna treat it the same way. It's a little bit more suburban type hunting, but I'm just gonna look for sign and see if we can't nail something down and try not to get pestered by too many pedestrians out on the road. Super last minute. I didn't even plan on being here this afternoon until this morning after I dropped my kiddos off from school, and I talked to my wife and she was like, yeah, we got some time, so if you want to go, go ahead and go. So I loaded up the truck, drove up here a few hours from my house, super last minute, but hey, you never know, it could work out. We're not even 40 yards from the where I just parked. I can still see my truck, and here's the first rub. This is from this year. It's not terribly high, and it's not happened in the last few weeks, but it's from this year. And the way this terrain lays out, it just makes sense that there would be a rub here. This is the first spot I walked to that I had pinned on my maps, and there's a rub right there. So there's definitely deer here. We're gonna see a lot of deer. I'm pretty excited. So I need to grab a couple of cameras and find a good spot to put a camera out. And I'm only gonna be here for like 3 days, but we'll see how it goes. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. This old fence is the property line, so it goes back. The way this property kind of sets up is there's kind of a major road back this way, and then a whole housing development back this way. And this is a great little funnel. The reason I picked this spot is because this woods kind of narrows down and it goes behind this and kind of in between. It's like a floodplain in between two housing developments, and then it comes up to a bigger block of woods here. And so it would just make sense that a deer would travel through this floodplain and come and hit this bigger block. And there's white oaks everywhere, so there was lots of food here earlier in the year. I'm sure it's mostly gobbled up by now, but I was honestly hoping to find some scrapes right here in this kind of transition area. So I'm gonna kind of scout around and see if I find any old scrapes or even active scrapes, and then basically follow the property line down and around and see if we can't find any thick bedding, and then we'll key off of that. There's rub. Hit both of those trees. This one's from this year, and look at what we have right here. You just these tree stand guys, they're always just leaving their crap out in the woods, just ruining beautiful, pristine area with a piece of crap old tree stand. What is wrong with these people? That's pretty fresh. And it's right here on this thick edge. So what this deer is going to do is he's going to come out of that floodplain, and he's going to come out and he's fanning off because we got rubs going both ways. Makes sense. This is fantastic bedding. There's an irrigation pond here back behind a neighborhood, and it's super thick, and it's got a lot of low brushy stuff and a high stem count area. So this would be somewhere where a deer would bed and just watch people do their thing. So now this is the question of, do I want to put a camera here? I think I might. I got 3 cameras to put out, but I think I'll just hang on to all of them until something just looks really good. That place looks kind of good, but not like phenomenal, so I'll just hang on to it. Now the question is always, what tree should we get in? I love this part. This is super fun. There's lots of straight trees, very little foliage. So I want to look for something that blocks my outline and has some back cover if possible. And with the sun behind me, this way is west, right behind me. So if I get on the western side of the lot, that means the deer will be looking up at the sun at me. So I like something in this area right here. I think I'm going to mark this tree here, and then we'll look at this one. Yeah, all right, I'm going to mark these 2 trees. So then look at this. So deer love greenbrier. Every single one of these is nipped off. I'm looking at like hundreds of little greenbrier stems that are just all nipped off. And there's a heavy trail coming right here. My God. This is insanity. We just keep looking, but geez, there's, I mean, this is rubbed, big scrape there. I'm assuming they're going in these people's yards and eating their bushes and stuff at night. So this is like this is a pretty obvious spot. I'm not seeing any tree stands either, so I don't think there's people poaching this unless they're bringing their climbers in. I'm gonna walk down this point and then we'll walk up and around and we'll get out of here. Yeah, from what I'm seeing so far, I don't think there's a whole ton of skill to this particular one. This is more of like one of those spots where you're in the right place. You know, sometimes your buddy just lets you hunt the right farm. I think this is just one of those places. It's just a good spot, and I might not kill a big buck, but I'm pretty sure we'll see deer here. There's a lot of deer sign here, and the way it sets up with the human pressure around, it's just, I think it's going to be a good hunt. I'm pretty excited about it. Tell me that's a rub. Bro, that tree is shredded. That's a big tree. That's a big rub. Big rubs equal big bucks, baby. Yeah. Good Lord. I gotta send this to all my buddies to make them jealous. Hey guys, I'm a way better hunter than you are. Send. This just looks perfect. I think I gotta put a camera here. Okay. I'll set a camera up here and we'll just see what we see. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 fresh rubs right here, and that big one's not 50 yards behind me. I'm definitely hunting right here, picking a tree. Well, heck, these two right here. Okay, so here's another thing I love about saddle trees. If you can find a tree like this right here, look how it splits. I can get up there and put my platform right in that split. Me and John, since I got a cameraman, we can get, you know, on one side of the split and we just blend right in. So when you're saddle hunting, look for trees that split and have multiple branches and like a big crotch or something in the middle. Love those trees. I'm actually gonna mark this as my tree right here. And there's actually, this one splits here too. So we could get in either one of these. This is good. Good, 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 good.